Well, there is the brand new, you say, who is that? Oh, it's Bob Tasca, yeah. Brand new livery colors, blue and white for Tasca. Believe it or not, this is his home racetrack. He lives in Hope, Rhode Island, but this is the closest major track to his home. And Matt Hagan, what can you say? Set the record at Chicago with a pass of 4:02 with a 2.
It'll be interesting to see what Matt Hagan and that team try to do right now, because as you said, they set the national record, won the race, and they were low ET of the first session. I think they're going to go for that #1 spot. And it didn't stick.
We'll see what Tasca came up with. A 4:12, 305 miles an hour. That's going to get him 5th. Hagan, of course, got nothing.
I really got to believe, though, that Matt Hagan and Tommy DeLago and John Medlin, they said, you know, we've got a car that's consistent. We ran 4:11 in the first session. Let's push the envelope and see if we can get that #1 spot. And obviously it went out there and just spun the tires when they tried to apply that power and clutch in there. Taking that look at Bob Tasca, 2 runs in a row. He went down the racetrack, 4:12. Not the best run out there, but still, like I said, 2 runs in a row. They went down the track and made very nice runs.
So that's the Friday night session for Funny Car, and here's the way they stand after that second session. Robert Hight and John Force, 1 and 2. Then Jeff Arend, Matt Hagan couldn't get down the track at the time it really counted. He sits 4th, and Ashley Force Hood, the 3rd of the John Force racing cars, rounds out the top 8.
Remember, just the top 12 carry over tomorrow, but we only have 15 cars, so everybody should get in the show. The Petrogon brothers, number 9 and 10, Del Worsham 11, Dale Creasy Jr. is in that 12th spot with a 4:61 elapsed time.
And not yet qualified, Jack Beckman, Paul Lee, and Jim Head. Let's go back to Tasca's run. Take a look at it, Mike.
We're going to want to watch this area right here. Watch the hood there right by the R. That thing is starting to get that air pressure down on that nose, and then pop right there. That thing just kind of collapses in a little bit. They need to go back and look at that, maybe put a brace right there to keep that from happening.
And more on Funny Car. Let's go to Gary Gerald.
Well, of course, Matt Hagan and his diehard team still absolutely flying high after the national record performance in their victory last Sunday at Joliet. Crew Chief Tommy DeLago says they went to an older setup and it paid a handsome dividend. Currently, this team is qualified 4th thus far this weekend. They're trying to keep the pressure squarely on the front-running duo of Robert Hight and John Force. They're very confident.
Thanks, G-Man.